ओम श्री गणेश स्तोत्र। श्री गणेशाय नमः। नारद उवाच प्रणम्य शिरसा देवं गौरीपुत्रं विनायकं भक्तावासं स्मरे नित्यं आयुकामार्थसिद्धये। प्रथमं वक्रतुण्डं च एकदन्तं द्वितीयकं तृतीयं कृष्णपिङ्गाक्षं गजवक्त्रं चतुर्थकं लम्बोदरं पञ्चमं च षष्ठं विकटमेव च सप्तमं विघ्नराजेन्द्रं धूम्रवर्णं तथाष्टकं नवमं बालचन्द्रं च दशमं तु विनायकम् एकादशं गणपतिं द्वादशं तु गजाननम्। ओम श्री गणेशाय नमः। Welcome back, everybody. So we continue our discussion for Capricorn Lagna. Capricorn is an Asura Lagna. If you read some of the Hindi books, they talk in terms of Sura and Asura group. So all the Sura group members are Sun, Moon, Jupiter, and Mars. And all the Asuras are Saturn, Rahu, Ketu, Venus, and these planets. So it's an Asura Lagna. Venus and Mercury are auspicious for Capricorn Lagna. That's what the first statement is from Shri Parashara regarding Capricorn as Lagna. So we analyze the situation of Venus. Venus owns a trine, and Venus owns the 10th house, the most powerful quadrant. Being 10th Lord, Venus has Kendradipatya dosha, but Venus has got a beautiful and auspicious agenda for the native of Capricorn Lagna. That is to give him abilities, that is to give him power, fame, fortune, and not exactly fortune, but uh, brilliance of the brain, the the gist of a human being, the ability to solve problems, to manage a situation, to manage and control something, and executing things very effectively. That's what the fifth house is. Fifth house is what you hold in your hand and how you operate that situation or that position, the power that you command, the following that you have. That is all fifth house. So Venus has got a beautiful agenda for this natives of this Lagna. So this is auspicious. And Mercury is sixth lord, and Mercury is ninth lord. So being the sixth lord, he is Trishadaya Adhish, and being a ninth lord, he is the most lord of the most beneficial trine. So of course, Mercury gets this categorization of auspiciousness. This was the same result given for Cancer Lagna. Jupiter has same result for Cancer Lagna. That is my comment. If we see the chart from this house, see this is now if we want to analyze Cancer, fourth become the Lagna, and sixth to it is lorded by Jupiter, and the ninth to it is also lorded by Jupiter. So Jupiter was auspicious, and the same situation in the same situation Mercury is there, and Mercury is also graded auspicious for this Lagna. So, the conclusion part of it, that the ninth house ownership brings up the makes up for all the negative things associated with the sixth house. There will be struggles, there will be obstacles, but fortune will play a great role in their success, or fortune will try to be more favorable to them intrinsically. That's what the situation for them in general is. Mars, Jupiter, similar is the same is true for Cancer Lagna. Cancer Lagna person. He also has Jupiter as sixth lord and ninth lord. Sixth lord of obstacles and ninth lords of fortune, and getting things done so easily and peacefully and with respect, with honor. And luck plays a great role. Elders play a great role in the success of that native, because you're getting this in this situation from ninth house. You are not getting the followers, but you are getting great blessings, and you get blessings from the people who are great, in terms of their areas of existence. If you want to be a big musician, perhaps you want to take blessings from the one of the biggest musicians available in your generation, and follow them. And similar is the situation. A politician does the same for his role. A businessman, perhaps in a different industry, everybody does it. So, ninth house is the support of the gurus and your bosses and your elders, people like your father, and that is auspicious in general for Cancer Lagna person. Why? Because again, the explanation is the ownership of the ninth house from Lagna cancels away the bad effects of the sixth house. It doesn't mean the person will not have obstacles in his path. It doesn't mean the person will not have enemies in his path. But his fortune will be so great that he will overcome all these things. That's what the real meaning is. Shri Ram. The Avtara of Lord Vishnu, seventh Avtara of Lord Vishnu, he had Cancer Lagna, and sixth house from Cancer is Sagittarius, and ninth house is Pisces, and his Jupiter is placed in his Lagna, exalted Jupiter. So situation is sixth house of enemies are very very strong, and the ninth house of fortune is also very very strong. So finally, things will tilt in terms of fortune. There are further combinations that Lagna Lord is in Lagna, and Lagna, first of all, favors the auspicious houses from it. He would like to do it naturally because it is the conglomeration house. Lagna is the conglomeration house where a trine and a quadrant they come and they unite, and this happens only in one unique place, and that is Lagna. So, Lagna would want to have beneficial things. That is the intrinsic nature of Lagna. The very simple thing that I can explain by this, nobody wants to die. So, Lagna is our existence, first of all. It is our body. It is our association with our body. The first association of our mind with our existence is, first of all, our body, and then we come in contact with other people. We physically see each other, we physically talk to each other, and we do different things. But if we physically do not exist, then the sense of me is very distorted in this physical world. So Lagna is always looking for auspicious things, good things, and that's why Lagna would favor trine in Sri Ram's chart when Cancer is rising and Jupiter and Moon are placed in Lagna. So finally, we know the story that he had to fight a great battle with Ravana, and he conquered. In fact, he had to fight a lot of battles with a lot of Rakshasas and Asuras, and he conquered all of them. That's what his biggest role was, as well his biggest role in the entire story of and the entire episode of Ramayana. Next part is Mars, Jupiter, and the Moon are malefic planets for Capricorn Lagna. Why? First of all, Mars is lording the 11th house, and this is the strongest Trishadaya Bhava. So we get a clear explanation like that. And Jupiter, why Jupiter? Jupiter is third, and third is a Duschike Bhava, and 12th is a very neutral house. So, depending upon based upon these two circumstances, Jupiter becomes a malefic, and Moon is seventh lord, and Moon is the least malefic of all the Shubha, or least malefic of all the Soumya Grahas, and Moon is given malefic for this Lagna. I don't find very strong. explanation to this reasoning, but we have to live with that. Okay, so Saturn will not be a killer of his own. Yes, and this is a very great point raised out here. Perhaps I could give meaning to it. Saturn will not be a killer of his own. And for this Lagna, if we analyze the situation, Saturn owns two houses, that is Capricorn and Aquarius. So, being the lord of the two houses, he is responsible for the Lagna, the intelligence of a person, and he is responsible for killing a person as well because he is the lord of the second house. Being the Lagna, his entire actions, entire contributions will be towards Lagna and not towards killing the native. That's why Saturn will not be a killer on his own, his intrinsic choice for this Lagna uh, given by Saturn. The intrinsic choice of the Saturn for Capricorn Lagna is he will not want to kill, and that is a big lesson that we can learn from this part, that all Lagna lords they would not kill. It was a severe case in which, anyways, we have two killer houses, second house and seventh house. None of the planet owns first house and seventh house from it. So perhaps it is second house can be involved. That's what the point is. So when Lagna is involved, perhaps with the killer lords as well, then Lagna will try to defend, and that's what our intelligence is. We don't want to die, and if some bad situation is there, some bad circumstances are there, maybe physical, maybe of other forms, maybe a lot of other things keep happening in the life of native. So if we really want to come back and come out from that situation, fight our way back and do something again in life, that's what the intelligence of Lagna Lord is. And that's what is against the killing part. That's what takes us back into the world, and we try to stand still again. Mars and other malefic will inflict death. Mars is a great malefic, and he's the lord of fourth house. Fourth house, when we will do Navamsha Kundli, we will see how important fourth house is for our entire health. Fourth is a house of cure. Fourth Tara from Janma Tara is called Shema Tara. Shema Tara is responsible for our entire health, happiness, and comforts to a great extent. Fourth is the house of our doctor. So perhaps uh, such an important house when involved with the 11th house of mother can inflict death for this native. Sun is neutral, and we know that 8th Lord behaves according to the association and the other house it owns. Here, Sun is the Lord of Leo, he does not have any other house, so he is a neutral planet. By definition, it was neutral, and here also it is neutral. And further, Sun is also not bad as 8th Lord intrinsically for this Capricorn Lagna. Only Venus is capable of causing good, auspicious yoga, and we normally term these kind of combinations as uh, Raj Yogakaraka planets, Yogakaraka planets, and Venus is capable of causing good yoga, and that's why Venus is Yogakaraka with in Capricorn Lagna. Whenever Venus has a yoga with Lagna Lord in various capacities in various houses, it will create auspiciousness and harmony and success for those natives.